Hey guys, Liz Hogan here with Team STX. Today I'm going to give you a tutorial on how to string this Crux Mesh into an Exult 600. Be sure to check out the description below for all the materials you'll need. Once you have them, we'll get started on the top string. So to begin for this one, we're going to take our top string, we're going to create a double overhand knot. Again, 2 circles driving the string up. And then on the first sidewall hole, we're just going to drive our string through because we are going to prep. And before we can continue, we need to fold over our mesh. So Crux Mesh is a 7-diamond mesh. They're all the same size going down. And we want to find a row of 7 diamonds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're going to fold it over so that it matches another row of 7 diamonds. So it should look something like this, with the rough side facing down towards the front of the head. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our string, we're actually going to go in that little crease there for 2 diamonds. And what we're going to do is we're just going to take our string, we're going to go down into that second top string hole, and we're going to come up the 3rd diamond of mesh. So you'll see that we skipped 1, 2, we come up our 3rd. We have a loop here. We want to make sure that our string comes on the side closest to you and pull tight. Now we're going to repeat the process going opposite. So we're going to go down into the mesh. We're going to come up. Again, we're going to have that loop. We want to make sure that that string doesn't come down away from us but comes in towards us. So we have to go through the loop and pull tight. We're going to again go back into that crevice. So we're going to go down and up, and you can see it goes perfectly into that 1 diamond. We're going to go, again, repeat this process. So we're going to go down into the 3rd scoop hole. We're going to come up the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th diamond. So again, we're going to come up the 5th diamond, and again, we need to come up closer to us, so I'm going to put it underneath that loop, pull tight. I'm going to go down into the mesh, up through the scoop hole. Again, I have that loop coming through the loop. And then to finish, we're going to finish just like we did on the other side, so we're going to go back down in through the crevice. And then we're going to finish again on that first sidewall hole, pulling tight and doing a double overhand knot. So that is your top string. So to start our sidewall for this head, we're going to go ahead and do another double overhand knot at the end of the string. So we got our 2 loops, pull through. Then we're going to skip a hole and bring our string through it from the outside in. Then we're going to skip another hole, and from the inside of the head to the outside, we're going to bring our string through that hole and go right through the next one. And now we're going to start going on our sidewall. So you'll notice we're not connecting the mesh right now. All we're doing is just priming the sidewall so we can attach the Crosslace to it later. So we're going to take our string, and very similar to our top string, we're going to go from the outside in. We're going to go on this first sidewall hole right below the arm. We're going to go from the outside in. And then again, you'll notice we have a loop here. We want to make sure that we come up and cross over so that it actually gets tight. So we're going to repeat the same process. We're going to skip a hole. We're going to go from the outside in. We have our loop. We're coming up and we're pulling tight. We're going to skip another hole, outside in, again, coming back up. We're going to do it one more time, skipping a hole, coming back in, and then we're going to finish off by just coming through this very bottom sidewall hole and tying off, again with a double overhand knot. So anything we do on one side, we do on the other side, so I'm going to go ahead and do this on the other side. that we've done our sidewall and our top string, we need to do our runners. So in order to do that, we're gonna take one of our thick strings. We're gonna go through that first top string hole, scoop hole, and we're gonna make a loop, and we're gonna come up through that first folded over mesh hole. So what we'll do is we'll go down, we'll come up, and you'll see now that we have a longer end and a shorter end. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna make a slip knot. So you're gonna come over here, and then drive your string through, and then pull nice and tight, and then you just simply pull the bottom end like that. Once you get your slip knot, you're just gonna simply guide your string up and down the entire outside row or column of diamonds. So you're just gonna go up and down every single diamond. So you'll go down one, and then you'll come up the next one. And you're gonna do that until you get close to the bottom of the head. So we're just gonna keep going up and down. And then you want to make sure you end on a down, so we're going to go ahead and end right here. So you'll see I'm going down, and then I'm going to do is just guide this through the second throat hole, excuse me. And we're going to go through twice. And we're going to tie off again with a double overhand knot. And we're going to repeat the exact same process on the other side. So we're going to go down through our first scoop hole, come up through that first diamond. Again, we'll do a slip knot. So it's here. Nice and tight, and then again you're just going to drive it up and down through the outside column of diamonds. Again, making sure you finish on a down. And now's a good time to also make sure that you end on the same row of diamonds. So I did. Down. Go through twice. And tie off. All right, and that is the installation of your Crux Mesh. All right, so now that we have the sidewalls and the top string and our runners going in, we have to put our bottom string in. So to do that, we actually need to untie our runners. So you can go ahead and just untie them and then unloop them as well, just so we can string this in there. And then you can put it back if you'd like. So we're gonna go ahead, pop these out. You don't need to pop them all the way out, just pop the second one in. So then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our bottom string, we're gonna guide it through that same hole that our runner's in, and then we need to find a row of 6. So there's a row of 6 right here, but I'm actually gonna go to the next row of 6 so that we can create a little bit of a pocket. So you're just gonna guide the string up and down throughout the entire row. And when you get to the last diamond, it should be pointing back towards the throat of the stick. If it's not, that means you probably went on a row of 7. So you're going to guide it back through the same hole, and then you're going to just simple knot. It doesn't need to be super tight towards the stick. The knot needs to be tight, but not the tension between that and the stick. And just tighten it. And then again, you can take these runners and guide them back through if you'd like. I like to do it so that it's a little bit tighter. And then again, you can just tie off. You can just simple knot, you can double knot. I'm just gonna double overhand knot it right now, just for the sake of it being tight. All right, and now that we have our bottom string, we need to go ahead and start doing our crosslace. So again, we're gonna start with a double overhand knot. So we're gonna take our crosslace, double overhand knot. And then where this open hole is that we left, we're gonna guide our string through it. And then that first row of available diamonds, so not the one we connected our top string to, but the next row, we're gonna take our string, we're gonna go from the top through the bottom, and then we're gonna come back up so that it crosses over. So you wanna come back up towards the scoop side, not towards the throat side. Make it nice and tight. And then we're gonna start making triangles. So to do that, we're gonna take this and bring it right through this sidewall hole, the sidewall string, excuse me. Same concept, you're gonna go from the top to the bottom, and then you're gonna come back up closer to the scoop. And you'll see that we're starting to make triangles. So now we wanna go to that next row of diamonds. Again, same thing, go through the diamond, come back up closer to the scoop, and then we're gonna make another triangle by going back. You're gonna go under it, coming back up, again, closer to you. And this is where we're gonna start skipping. So we see the green there, we're not gonna use it, but we see the white here, so we're gonna use it. So again, you're gonna go down through the diamond, up, closer to yourself. Okay, and then again, we're gonna use this long piece of sidewall again. And ideally, when you do this, you want to see triangles. So you'll see a triangle here, a triangle here, a triangle here, here. We're going to just keep making triangles the whole way down. So again, we're going to skip this one because it's green. We're going to go here because it's white. Pull it tight. And then we're going to go head back over to our sidewall so we can make that triangle. Come back up. Again, we're gonna skip here. We're gonna go back over to our white. Back over to our sidewall. And now because we're getting closer to the bottom of the pocket, we wanna make it a little bit tighter. So now we are gonna go wherever it's green or white. So we're gonna go here, where it's going over the green. We're gonna go over that, back to the sidewall. We're gonna go here, next one, back over to our sidewall. And then we're gonna finish one last one. It's not connected, but we wanna make sure that it's still tight. So we're gonna go on this diamond, we're just gonna go down and come back up. And then we're gonna go reverse, just like it was our top string. So now we're gonna come down, go back up. We have this loop, pull nice and tight. And then we're just gonna finish through this bottom scoop hole, or throat hole. So we'll go through again twice, just to make sure it's nice and tight. Do a double overhand knot. And that is one side of your cross lace. And again, whatever we do to one side, we have to do the other. So we're gonna go ahead and do this on the other side. So we'll do that super quick. right, so now that we have our pocket formed and everything's in there, we just need to go ahead and do our shooting strings. So to do that, our first one, we are going to go and use this 1, 2, 3, 4th hole, so the one right below that green string. Gonna guide our string through it. And then we're gonna come up through this first diamond, down, and then all we're gonna do is we're just gonna follow this row of diamonds all the way across. So we go up, down, up, down, up, and then again we're gonna go down through this one, up through this one, and then all we need to do is just go back through this sidewall hole, so the same sidewall hole that we used before. And then we're just going to follow our string all the way back, making sure that we're twisting in the opposite direction. So we're going to come up closest to the throat of the stick, and we're going to go down closer to the scoop of the stick. So you can see that twists all the way through. So we're just going to keep doing that all the way across, down, up, down. And when we get to the end, we're just going to tie it off with a simple knot. One overhand knot, like so. And that'll be our top one. Okay, so our next one we're gonna make in a U shape. So same concept. We're gonna go through this hole here. That's between the two greens. And we're gonna come up through this triangle. We're going to go down, and then right where this connects here, we're going to go through. Okay, and we're just going to follow it up until it's one row from the top one. So we're going to go down, up, down. Okay, and now we're just going to start going over. So we leave a row of diamonds. We're going to go down, and then when we see we're on the diagonal again for this one, we're going to head back down. So down, up. Again, then go through the triangle. Up through the triangle, you're going to go through that hole, same hole that you use on the other side, and then we're going to go opposite. So we're going to go down, closer to the scoop, up, closer to the throat, down, up, following that string all the way around. And then all you're going to do again is just tie off it. This simple knot. And that is your stringing on the Exult 600.